Hi, and welcome to a bite-sized tutorial. Isometric projection used to be a way to give 2D games a 3D look back before 3D engines were a thing, but is today more of a stylistic choice, especially for indie developers. Essentially, it's a way to show 3D objects in a 2D space, where all 3 dimensions of an object are visible and rendered equally. Some might say that this is not truly isometric, but rather dimetric, where only 2 out of 3 angles are rendered equally in a 2:1 pixel ratio. But let's put technical terminology aside and add an isometric camera to our 3D game. It's actually really simple. In Unity, grab your main camera and reset its transform by right-clicking on the title and choose Reset. Now, set its rotation to 30 on the x-axis, 45 on the y-axis, and the z-axis should be 0. Locate the projection tab and change it from perspective to orthographic. Set the size to whatever suits your game, in my case 20. And since we're using orthographic projection, we can set the near clipping planes to a negative value. I'm just going to use a value of -100. And that's really all there is to it. There's also a handy little button in the top right corner of the scene view, which allows you to change your scene from perspective to isometric. One thing to keep in mind is that some of the shaders you're using might not render as you'd expect, since the orthographic camera doesn't render depth. This means that the scale of an object is not affected by its distance from the camera. Let's look at an example. Here you can see that the red cube is clearly closer to the camera than the blue one, but since the orthographic camera lacks depth perception, they're rendered equally. If we were to switch back to the perspective camera, you can see that the blue cube looks smaller and further away. I'm using a simple script to make the camera follow my player, to which there is a tutorial on my channel. Check the description for a link to that one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.